Baldur's Gate 3 has well over 600 spells at launch. In this video series, I will be ranking the top 10 spells for each and every spell level, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss an episode. Today we are ranking the top 10 best second level spells of the 34 currently available in Baldur's Gate 3. This is the third video in the series, so make sure you check out our cantrip and level 1 spell ranking videos to ensure you're ready for character creation. Now with that out of the way, let's get nerdy. Starting the level 2 spell ranking off at number 10 is Flameblade. Flameblade is a bonus action evocation spell and available to druids. When cast, the spell creates a fiery blade of pure radiance that the caster can wield as a melee weapon. The blade takes the shape of a scimitar with the length and appearance reminiscent of a burning blade. The spell's caster can control the blade with their movements, allowing them to make a melee attack using their spellcasting ability instead of strength or dexterity. When the flame blade strikes a target, it inflicts 3d6 fire damage, providing a potent and thematic option for spellcasters in close combat situations. The blade's power increases with spell level, dealing 1d6 fire damage with every spell level it is upcast with. After the cast, Flame Blade lasts for a whole adventuring day, or as long as the caster maintains their concentration during that period. It's a great thematic pick for druids who appreciate the elemental theme of the spell and the versatility it offers in various situations. It allows spellcasters to become formidable melee combatants, infusing their strikes with searing flames to vanquish foes and adapt to different encounters. In 9th place on this ranking is Cloud of Daggers. Cloud of Daggers is a conjuration spell available to the bard, sorcerer, warlock and wizard, and when cast it creates a radius of 7 feet with a range of 60 feet enveloped in a whirling and shimmering cloud of spinning daggers, causing damage to any creature that starts its turn or enters the cloud for the first time on that turn. The daggers inside the cloud inflict 4d4 slashing damage, and the intensity of the damage increases when upcast. The spell's nature makes it particularly effective against creatures that rely on movement or positioning, as they will suffer damage if they pass through the hazardous area. The cloud remains stationary after casting and cannot be moved, providing an area of control and discouraging enemy advancement. The spell requires concentration to be maintained, and its duration lasts for 10 turns. Cloud of Daggers is a popular choice for spellcasters looking for an effective crowd control option, especially in tight or confined spaces. Finding its place at 8th on the ranking is Scorching Ray. Scorching Ray is an evocation spell available to the sorcerer, wizard, light domain cleric and fiend warlock, and when cast creates 3 fiery rays of intense heat that shoots forth from the caster's outstretched fingertips. Each ray is directed at a separate target or can all be aimed at one target, offering flexibility in targeting enemies. To resolve each ray's attack, the caster makes a ranged spell attack roll against each chosen target within 60 feet. Upon a successful hit, the target is struck by the fiery ray, and the spell inflicts 2d6 fire damage for that ray. In other words, if all 3 rays find their target successfully, the caster does a total of 6d6 fire damage. The damage dealt also increases when upcast, with the spell creating an additional ray for each spell slot used above 2nd level. Scorching Ray can be a devastating spell, especially when multiple rays find their mark. It offers reliable and concentrated damage against enemies, making it an excellent choice for dealing with tougher foes or finishing off multiple weak opponents in a single turn. The spell's effectiveness and versatility makes it a favorite among spellcasters who seek direct damage options. Its fiery nature and visual spectacle also adds to the role-playing appeal, making it a popular choice for those who enjoy playing the pyromaniac character or those who enjoy the thrill of unleashing fiery destruction upon their adversaries. In at lucky number 7 is Hold Person. Hold Person is an enchantment spell available to the bard, cleric, druid, sorcerer, warlock and wizard, and targets one humanoid creature within the range of 60 feet. The spell's purpose is to paralyze the target, temporarily rendering them immobile and incapacitated. To resist the spell's effects, the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. If they fail, they become paralyzed for the duration of the spell, which lasts up to 10 turns. During this time, the creature cannot move or take any actions. All attacks against the paralyzed creature have advantage, and they automatically fail strength and dexterity throws. Moreover, any attack that hits the creature while it is paralyzed is considered a critical hit, doubling the hit die for that attack. Hold Person is a potent control spell, invaluable in situations where disabling an enemy can turn the tide of battle in the favor of the caster's allies. The spell's strengths make it a popular choice for spellcasters who wish to hinder enemy actions or focus on single target control. Additionally, the ability to incapacitate an opponent without causing lethal harm can be beneficial in situations where capturing or questioning an enemy is desired. In at 6th place is Aid. Aid is an abjuration spell that bolsters the health and vitality of up to 3 creatures within a 30-foot radius centered on the caster, and is available to the Bard, Cleric, Paladin and Ranger. The targeted creatures receive a boost to their maximum hit points for the spell's duration. Upon casting Aid, each target's current and maximum hit points is increased by 5 points, and a further 5 points for each and every spell level above 2nd it is upcast with. The increased points remain until the caster takes a long rest, making Aid an excellent choice for bolstering the party's endurance before a dangerous quest, battle or arduous journey. As such, Aid is a popular choice as it enhances the survivability of the party and provides a buffer against potential damage. It can also be useful in situations where characters need to endure environmental hazards or traps that deal ongoing damage. Additionally, the spell's long duration ensures that the extra hit points persist throughout the day, granting a substantial advantage in combat and exploration. Number 5 on the list goes to Mirror Image. Mirror Image is an illusion spell and available to the Sorcerer, Wizard, Warlock, Trickery Domain Cleric, and Circle of the Land and Mountain Druid. When cast, it creates illusionary duplicates of the caster that mimics their movements. These illusionary mirror images of the caster appears in the immediate vicinity of the caster and remains until the spell's duration ends or until they are destroyed. These illusionary duplicates provide a significant defensive benefit, increasing the caster's armor class by 3 points for each duplicate image they have, for a total potential duration of 10 turns. When an enemy misses on an attack, one of these duplicates disappear and the armor class buff provided with it. The duplicate's presence make it challenging for enemies to discern the actual location of the caster, increasing the chances of avoiding attacks. Mirror Image's effectiveness relies in its ability to confuse opponents and reduce the likelihood of taking damage. It is especially valuable for casters or characters with lower armor classes who wish to enhance their survivability in combat. Arcane spellcasters often use Mirror Image as a defensive measure, allowing them to concentrate on casting spells while evading attacks. In 4th place overall is Invisibility. Invisibility is from the Illusion School of Magic and available to the Bard, Sorcerer, Warlock and Wizard. Casting it grants the targeted creature the ability to become completely invisible for the spell's duration of 10 turns. The invisible creature is obscured from sight and can move and act without being seen by others. The spell's effect is broken if the invisible creature attacks, casts a spell or performs any other action that would reveal its presence. Additionally, certain spells and effects such as See Invisibility or effects that reveal invisible creatures can also see through the illusionary effect. Invisibility is an extremely versatile spell with numerous applications. It can be used for stealth and infiltration, allowing a character to sneak past guards, scout enemy positions or set up surprise attacks. It is also valuable for escaping dangerous situations or avoiding unwanted attention. Casters and rogues commonly use invisibility to gain a tactical advantage or to enhance their ability to gather information discreetly. However, it requires careful planning and consideration of the potential drawbacks, as attacking while invisible becomes impossible without breaking the spell's effects. Climbing onto the podium in third place is Pass Without Trace. Pass Without Trace is a transmutation spell available to the Trickery Domain Cleric, Druid and Ranger, and cloaks the targeted group of creatures in a veil of magical secrecy, allowing them to move through their surroundings without leaving noticeable tracks or traces. The spell's effects covers a 30-foot radius around the caster, ensuring that everyone within that radius benefits from the effects. While under the influence of Pass Without Trace, the affected creatures gain a +10 bonus to dexterity stealth checks. This significant boost to stealth makes it easy for them to remain hidden and undetected, whether they are sneaking through the wilderness, exploring dangerous areas, or trying to infiltrate enemy territory. The spell's duration lasts until a long rest, or until concentration is broken, providing ample time for the party to capitalize on its benefits. The group can then maintain their quiet and elusive movements, reducing the likelihood of encountering hostile creatures and increasing their chances of ambushing opponents. Pass Without Trace is also a favored spell for characters seeking to avoid unwanted confrontation or maximize their chances of success in situations where stealth and subtlety are paramount. Overall, Pass Without Trace is a valuable tool for enhancing a party's scouting and ambush capabilities, helping them remain in the shadows and avoid unwanted attention. In second place overall is Misty Step. Misty Step is a conjuration spell available to the Circle of the Land Druids, Sorcerers, Warlocks and Wizards, as well as the Oath of the Ancients Paladin. Casting it allows a character to instantaneously teleport to an unoccupied space they can see within 60 feet. The teleportation occurs as a brief misty transformation, where the caster momentarily becomes incorporeal, enveloped in ethereal mist, before reappearing at the chosen destination. Misty Step provides a swift and reliable means of mobility, allowing characters to escape from dangerous situations, reposition strategically in combat, or reach otherwise inaccessible locations. It's especially valuable for characters who lack other forms of teleportation or long-range movement abilities. The spell's casting time is a bonus action, which means it can be cast on the same turn as a regular action or cantrip, granting additional tactical flexibility. The spell's simplicity and long range make it ideal for quick maneuvers and precise teleportation. Misty Step's ability to bypass obstacles, disengage from threatening enemies, and swiftly reach distant allies or objectives makes it a popular choice and widely used spell for adventurers seeking to outmaneuver their foes and make the most of their magical capabilities. And in first place is Spike Growth. Spike Growth is a transmutation spell available to druids and rangers, which transforms the ground in a 20-foot radius centered on a point within 60 feet from the caster into a treacherous terrain filled with sharp thorns and spikes. Any creature that moves into or within the area moves at half speed and takes 2d4 damage for every 5 feet of movement through the Spike Growth. Spike Growth is a favored spell for druids and other nature-themed spellcasters who seek to control the battlefield and protect their allies by creating hazardous zones. It can be especially effective when used to block enemy advancement or to funnel foes into a specific area where they can be ambushed or isolated. Clever players might combine Spike Growth with other push and pull spells, forcing enemies to repeatedly move through the affected area and take enormous amounts of damage. And that's gonna be it for this one, my top 10 level 2 spells in Baldur's Gate 3. Obviously, these rankings are based on my own personal experience playing BG3, D&D 5e, and the research undertaken for this video. So please let me know in the comments down below, what are your favorites? If you got anything out of this video, please consider giving it a like, subscribe, and I truly hope to see you again soon.